Hello friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Danny and today we're going to look at my physical TBR. Before we get started looking at the books, I wanted to take a moment and thank you guys for subscribing to me. If you are subscribed, thank you for watching my videos. If you're just here to watch, thank you for commenting on my videos. I have recently reached 500 subscribers, and so I wanted to give you guys another opportunity to interact and engage with my content. The last time I gave you guys 3 options of books that you could choose that you wanted me to read, and I'm going to do, instead of books this month, I'm going to do videos that you would like to see. So there are 5 different options, and instead of having you guys vote in the comments down below, I'm actually going to post a poll in my community tab. So if you guys have an opinion on what video you would like to see most, I should already have the community post posted by the time this video goes live for 5 options for you guys to choose from for videos. So just choose whichever one you would like to see first. This doesn't mean that I won't do the other ones at some point in time, but that one will become one of my priorities. So I just wanted to kind of explain what the 5 video options are, just in case there's a little confusion with the text that I'm going to put on the screen or on the post. So the first option will be a physical TBR vlog. So that is why I'm pairing that post with this video. So you guys know if you do pick physical TBR, you know what is on my physical TBR. And the second is reacting to 1-star reviews. So I will take one of my favorite books and I will react to the 5-star reviews on Goodreads. Or I can read until I get a 5-star. I think this is one of my scariest ideas, but I have enjoyed these videos on YouTube when people read until they get a 5-star book. The reason I am a little intimidated is this year I have changed up my ratings a little bit. I'm doing 1/4 stars instead of half stars like I did last year, and I think I only have 2 5-star reads for this entire year, because I'm rating a little bit, not harsher, but I think I'm just being more picky about what I say as a 5-star. So this could be an option if you're interested. And the 4th option is reading my lowest rated books. So I would look at my Goodreads and see, as far as like my want to read books, which ones are lowest rated, and I would read several of those books for a vlog. Or I could do a rereading vlog where I pick 1 or 2 books to reread from my collection, from my favorites that I've had. And I thought during that I could potentially also take you on a journey of me trying to annotate those books and try to figure out my style of annotation, which I don't have one right now. It would be completely new to me. But if any of those things interest you, if you think that you would rather have one as opposed to the others, you know, first go and visit that community tab and tell me which one you would prefer. Once again, thank you guys so much for joining me on my booktube journey. It's been a lot of fun to chat with you guys and just to see my little community grow and to be able to share my love of books with you all. So speaking of love of books, I am going to show you guys the books that I have on my physical TBR. As we've talked about on this channel, my physical TBR is very small compared to others, but I am getting more and more anxious the more books I add to my collection, because in the past I have always just added books that I have read, and in recent years I've gotten more into the habit of buying books that I'm interested in, and this pile needs to shrink. I need to have read all of these hopefully by the end of the year. So I will start with a collection of books that I purchased. So this is, I don't know if you're going to be able to read the text that's on these. This is an H.P. Lovecraft collection. And I found this in a half-price bookstore. And I have never read from H.P. Lovecraft. And I know that some of the horror novels that I picked up have been inspired by his writing. And so I was just curious, and it was cheap. And so I picked it up for my collection, and I have yet to read any of them. That was about 6 months ago. So yes, it is time. I definitely, during spooky season this year, I know that I'm going to be using that as kind of one of the things that I pull books from my physical TBR. Next, this is kind of sad that it's still on my physical TBR because I have picked it up. This is Frankenstein, the 1818 edition. Or not edition, but 1818 text. And I did pick this up and I read like the first couple of chapters and then put it down and just didn't pick it back up. Not because I wasn't enjoying it. I just never got back to it. So I need to do that. The next is The Tainted Cup. I've talked to you guys about this in a couple of videos recently. So I am excited. This one I will be reading in March with Leandra. Another book I hope to read in March is Iron Flame. So this is the second book in the, I don't know what this series is called, but Fourth Wing was the first book. What was the series called? I don't know. I don't know what the series name is called, but anyway, Iron Flame. Hopefully I will get to this one in March as well. I also talked to you guys recently about my most recent additions in my book haul, which is the Tidings of Misfits and then A Waltz Through Flames. These are books that are D&D based, and so the author and her brother played D&D for 8 years, and she decided to make her campaign into books. And so these are the first 2 years of their campaign, and I'm excited about it. I think that the premise for them sounds really interesting. I like D&D, and so yeah, I think they'll be fun. Next, another book I would like to get to in March, and that is The Poison Song. I talked about this in my March TBR that just came out. This is the 3rd book in the Winnowing Flame series, so hopefully I get to that. It is quite chunky, and they do take me a little bit to read, and so this is probably, as far as like on my March TBR, I think this is probably the lowest on my list, which I hate to say because I really, really want to finish the series, but I think that this will probably be the second physical read I pick up. The first I'll show you guys in just a minute, and I have a feeling that that one's going to take me the majority of the month to read, but we'll see. Next, I have Demon in White and Kingdoms of Death. Yeah, Kingdoms of Death. So this is book 3 and book 4 in the Sun Eater series. Whenever I first read Empire of Silence, which is the first book in the Sun Eater series, I absolutely love that book. It was my top book of 2022. And I went out and bought the first 4 books in the series, which is very unlike me. And I've read the first 2 books, but I have not gotten to the 3rd and the 4th yet. So I definitely need to get to these this year. I picked up Demon in White earlier this year, but I just was not focusing on it. And this series is one that I really need to have, like, my brain needs to be on its A game. Otherwise, I'm not really going to understand what I'm reading. The next book is the physical read that I'm going to start in March. This will be my kind of priority physical read, and so this is the one I think that will take precedence over Poison Flame, but we'll see. Maybe this won't take me very long to read. The first one read very quickly, but I want to take my time with it too because I absolutely love the story. So this is the second book in Age of Uprising. I also talked about this in my March TBR, so I'm not going to yap at you guys about it, but I am excited to continue the series. I think the 3rd book is supposed to come out sometime this year. And the last book on my physical TBR is The Sunlit Man. This is one of the special editions that Brandon Sanderson, the secret projects that Brandon Sanderson put out last year, and I've just not gotten to it yet. It's a beautiful book, and I have read the other 3 secret projects, and oh, I forgot a book. So this is not the last one. I'll have to go and get the other one in just a minute, but I am excited to get to this. I haven't picked it up yet. So the last book is actually from the secret projects as well. I forgot about this. This is a small novella that Brandon Sanderson put. It's called Long Chills and Queso. It is just it was an additional perk for the book boxes last year that Brandon Sanderson put in the very last book box. And so I do have this as well that I have not read yet. So let me do a total count. So that is 17 books in total, and 4 of them, these 4, I do hope to get to in the month of March. Wish me luck on that. I do have The Tainted Cup and Iron Flame in audio, so I will be immersive reading these. And then these 2, The Poison Song and Engines of Chaos, will both be physical reads. So I'm hoping that by the end of the month, instead of having 17 books on my physical TBR, I will only have 13, but we will see. I hope that this physical TBR video was a little intriguing to you guys to see kind of what I have waiting in my physical collection for me to finally get to. I would love to chat with you guys in the comments about your own physical TBRs. Do you have a book in your physical TBR that you have just been dying to get to and you've just been putting it off? Let me know about that. If you've read any of these and you've loved them, I would love to chat with you about that as well. And also, don't forget to go and vote on your favorite idea for a video over on my community tab. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you have a lovely evening, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.